Hey, coffee connoisseurs. Today I'm going to be reviewing Level 3 Coffee Company's Dead Drop Coffee. Level 3's Dead Drop Coffee uses beans sourced from Colombia. That's going to come into play later in the video, but for now, as I previously stated, I can't wait to get into this coffee, so let's get into this coffee. I can smell it. It's awesome. If this coffee tastes how it smells, this is going to be a majestic cup of coffee. I can't wait. Well, Dead Drop is technically a dark roast coffee. This has more of a traditional medium dark roast scent to it. I'm also getting a bit of a nutty scent to it and also a faint sweetness to it. I'm really excited to go brew this coffee. I'm even more excited to try it. So, what do you say we go and get this brewing? Level 3 Coffee is a veteran owned coffee company forged in the spirit of special forces. Founded by Jay Dorleus, a retired U.S. Green Beret and former combat engineer. Level 3's mission is to find the best coffee from the regions America's Green Berets have served, fought, and sacrificed. From the mountains of Colombia to the markets of Jordan, the Green Berets have definitely traversed those terrains. Jay spent 5 years in the conventional army as a combat engineer with 2 combat tours to Iraq before earning his Green Beret and joining the 3rd Special Forces Group. Over a 20-year career, he operated in Afghanistan, Tajikistan, and Jordan. He's led teams, he's taught the next generation of operators, and he eventually retired as a first sergeant. And now Jay's on YouTube, doing the Green Beret Chronicles Show, which is actually how I found this coffee. And while I will admit, Jay's channel isn't the typical content that I would watch on YouTube, I think I found his channel when there was a bunch of drama going around about Tim Kennedy, and I recognized that name from UFC, and so it piqued my curiosity. With that said, I am actually really glad that I did find his channel. Jay is a total vibe, and he just seems so chill with the way that he presents himself on the channel. He gives a really unique insider perspective as to what life in the military or the special forces is like. And for somebody like me, that's really cool because I have no idea what life like that is like. He also gives a really unique insider perspective as to current events that the nation and its military forces are facing today. And ultimately, it led to a new coffee for me to try. So, again, I'm not upset at all that I found his channel. But with all of that said, what do you say we go get a cup of this coffee? So I finally have a cup of this much anticipated coffee in front of me. Cheers, everybody. I really can't wait to try this. Oh, wow. It really is as majestic as I expected. Even though this coffee had kind of a medium dark roast scent to it, it very much has a dark roast flavor with a hint, and I mean a hint of the acidic bitterness that I so very much love. That being said, the little bit of bitterness does not take away from this coffee. It is still so very flavorful. But if you're a fan of dark roasts, you already know what I'm talking about. When I first sip this coffee, the first thing that I notice is that it is smooth, especially for a dark roast. Holding the coffee in my mouth to allow myself to fully taste it a little bit, I definitely get a little bit of that nutty flavor in the nutty scent that I was smelling in this bag. I'm also weirdly enough getting a subtle sweetness to it, which is a little bit weird for a dark roast, but it's weird in a really awesome way. That little bit of subtle sweetness really gives character to the body of this coffee, and it makes this dark roast quite unique in my opinion. Upon swallowing this coffee, my breath comes back and hits my palate, and that's when I get the little bit of bitterness that is more traditional to a dark roast, and that really seals the deal. It's the nice little bow on top of the package that really just completes it for me. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't want to sweeten this coffee. I don't want to put creamer in it. I love this as is. But for the sake of the channel and for the sake of the viewers, let's go sweeten this coffee a little bit and see if we can get those tasty notes to pop just a little bit more. So I've topped my coffee off. I've added a little bit of stevia to sweeten it. Really curious to see what this is going to do. Let's find out. Wow. A little bit of sweetener really changed the dynamic and body of this coffee. What I noticed initially upon sipping this coffee is that it is smooth. A little bit more smooth than before we sweetened it, but weirdly enough, still about as smooth. Obviously, I'm getting more of a sweet flavor because we sweetened it, but it's also helping that nutty tasting note really pop, and I'm also getting a very faint chocolatey taste to it. All in all, I actually really like this sweetened. Not as much as I liked it unsweetened. I loved it that way. But this is still really good. Upon adding the sweetener to this, once I swallow this coffee and my breath comes back and hit my palate, the little bit of the bitterness that's more traditional with a darker roast coffee is gone. And while that doesn't necessarily take away from this coffee or its flavor by any means, I kind of miss it. But obviously, that's my preference and my bias. But now I'm a little bit more curious, and even though I really don't want to do this, let's go put a little bit of creamer in it and see if it changes the body and dynamic of this coffee anymore. Alright, so I threw a little bit of skim milk in this to substitute creamer. Creamer's not really my thing. Let's find out what it does. Hello. Upon initial sip, it's still smooth. So very smooth. I'm also still getting a sweetness. Not quite as sweet when it was just sweetener, but it's really helping to pop that nutty. And once I swallow this coffee, my breath comes back, hits my palate, no bitterness, but a slightly more enhanced chocolate flavor. Surprisingly enough, I actually like this with the creamer in it. I'm a little bit surprised to say that myself, but I've got to give credit where credit is due. All in all around, all three ways that we tried this, this really was a majestic coffee. So, to the people at Level 3 Coffee, congratulations on a majestic coffee. This was absolutely wonderful. Dead Drop Coffee was fantastic. I hope to try more of Level 3's coffee in the future. To Jay, if you ever see this, if I butchered your last name earlier, I'm so sorry. Names are not my thing. Also, Jay, thank you very much for your service. And congratulations on the coffee company. Congratulations on a successful military career. And congratulations on your success on YouTube. But coffee connoisseurs, I think that's about all the time that I have today for coffee review videos. Thank you very much for watching and for spending a little bit of your time with me. I really appreciate it, and more so, I appreciate you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like on it. It really helps the channel. Feel free to leave a comment. Actually, please leave a comment. That also really helps the channel. And if you've not done so already, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon, make it look like it's ringing. That turns notifications on so you get notified every time I drop a new coffee video. Speaking of, I drop a new coffee video every Sunday morning at 6 a.m. so it'll be ready and waiting for you to enjoy with your morning coffee. If you'd like to check out Level 3 Coffee Company, I will have a link to their website in the description of this video. I will also link Jay's YouTube channel, the Green Beret Chronicles Show, in the description of this video if you'd like to go and check it out and say hi. Thank you again for watching, and I hope to catch you on the next one. Peace out, coffee connoisseurs. Hi, I'm editing this video right now, and while editing I realized there's a clicking sound through this video. I have no idea what it is. I'm sorry about that. Maybe the volume on my mic got bumped a little bit. Maybe it's the zipper on my hoodie. I don't know, but it's okay. It's another perfectly imperfect video shot by a perfectly imperfect person. Hey coffee connoisseurs, today I'm going to be reviewing Level 3 Coffee Company's Dead Drop Coffee. Luckily for you, you won't need top secret clearance to watch today's video. I'm really excited to get into this. I lost my train of thought. I expected to get further in the video before this happened. I could sit here and just smell this coffee like all day. I made cheat sheets again. I'm Getting better at this. Levels 3 mission is my cheat sheet just fell down. Jay spent 5 years in the conventional army as a combat and yep. Just realized I ran through my whole cheat sheet. Didn't have the coffee here. Which is actually how I found this coffee. And while I will admit Jay's content on YouTube isn't normally the kind of content that I watch. Hi, Zelda. Suddenly, Zelda. Would you like to smell the coffee? What do you think? I think it's going to be good too. It is as majestic as I predicted. Oh, yeah. It's also very. Is this thing on? If you hit the bell icon, make it look like it's raining. Ring. Is this thing freaking on? I will have a link to their website in the description of this video. I will also have Green Bay. I keep wanting to say Green Bay. Why? I don't even watch football.